Dave Lee has been posting a bit more. I like that. Elon Musk often gets criticized, but I respect his willingness to take on risk and stress to be helpful. In contrast, many people with wealth use their money to avoid stress by cutting down on responsibility and risk. I actually did that for a little while after I made my money. That kind of life is just not for me. I need to stay busy. I need to keep moving forward. I need to be doing something that I know is valuable to our society. Dave says, it's something I found myself asking this morning. Am I using wealth to try to avoid stress in my life? And if so, is that reducing my impact on others in the world? And I think the answer to that question is probably yes in Dave's case. Dave was very successful earlier. He had this successful App Store app. I think he still has it, but I don't think it takes much time for him to run it. The American dream used to be a white picket fence and house in the suburbs. I wonder now if that dream has evolved, morphed into an aspiration for a stress-free life. I think renting is a lot less stressful than owning a house. Owning a house, something breaks, roof leaks, you need to take care of it. Construction crew dealing with construction workers, that is stressful. For my healthcare business, I had to do a huge renovation, and that was a bit stressful. You cannot just let everyone do their thing. You have to double check because it's a bit wild how even some of the simplest things can be messed up. The construction crew that we had, generally they did a very good job with mostly everything, and they were doing so well that I didn't really double check any of their HVAC work. And then the summer came, we turned on the HVAC air conditioning, and we get a leak. And we're trying to figure out what's happening, and it turns out they duct taped a few parts of the HVAC. It was such a stupid mistake. I got a bit lucky how I caught it. If I didn't, then there would have been a lot of damages. We would have had to close the whole business for, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks, and that would have been not good at all. Steven says, in my opinion, 99.999% of humans would break under the pressure Musk volunteers for in the pursuit of having a positive impact on the world. You have to respect that, and I do, definitely. Musk basically says, this is important and I would like to help, but I will suffer immensely trying. Signs up for Max Payne again. Musk's AI startup secures $500 million toward a $1 billion funding goal, but Elon Musk just said that this news report is false. Maybe there were some talks, but nothing was actually done. This is an article from Reuters. Musk and investors are expected to finalize terms in the next couple of weeks, and some parties are evaluating whether they can get computing power in addition to, or in some cases instead of, xAI equity shares, Bloomberg reported. And supposedly xAI might already be worth 15 to $20 billion. That's a lot. Imagine starting a side project on the side and now it's worth billions of dollars in less than a year. Someone is asking, when will Tesla enter South Africa? And Elon says that import duties are super high in South Africa to protect the domestic industry, so it doesn't make sense for Tesla, given that electric cars are non-locally made, to enter that market. As of today, for how much longer do you intend on holding Tesla stock? 1 to 5 years? Only 14% of the people that follow Steven. I think I'm going to do the same poll as well on my YouTube channel. The majority of the people said that they are going to hold Tesla stock for 10 or more years. I would fall into that category, by the way. Oh, Stellantis takes a jab at Tesla, warns EV price cuts could cause a bloodbath. Stellantis CEO says that it will avoid a race to the bottom and is not going to cut EV prices. But it's easy for Stellantis to take a jab at Tesla over price cuts because it doesn't sell any EVs in the US yet. Mark Zuckerberg says that Meta is basically building massive, gigantic supercomputers. ARK Invest analyst says this is wild. 600,000 H100s equals roughly 8 times Tesla's roadmap by end of 2024, assuming that one H100 is 4 A100s. So what is Facebook going to do with so much compute? Elon says it's not clear, but it's something to follow. Dylan is finally going to buy a Tesla vehicle. He's gonna get a Model Y, and he's deciding between a refreshed Model Y, maybe wait a little bit longer, or maybe buy one right now. He's afraid that no stocks on the new one are not going to be great for him because he lives in an area with roundabouts. Alex, though, says that he's been driving a Model S Plaid for 13 months and he never had a single issue not having stocks, be it in roundabouts or anywhere else. Not sure what others do when driving, but stocks are not needed. And he really loves not having stocks. He says, I love it and won't buy a car again ever that has stocks. My friend has a Model X and I haven't asked him about the stock issue for quite a while now. I'm gonna ask him today and I'll let you guys know what he says after having the vehicle now for about a year. He absolutely hated not having stocks in the beginning. It wasn't just an inconvenience. He despised Tesla doing so, and he almost swore not to ever buy a Tesla vehicle ever again. Dylan also seems to be a bit worried about turning on windshield wipers without stocks. The windshield wipers are no longer a problem after multiple software updates. They are not ideal yet. When I think about it, maybe 70% of the time I'm not making any adjustments and I'm just on the auto mode and it works okay. Once you press the windshield wiper button, you have these settings that pop up, making it fairly easy to change the speed. But occasionally, when I need to change the windshield wiper setting, something happens suddenly. If you were able to quickly double tap the windshield wiper button, and if that increased the speed or just went to the next setting of windshield wipers, I think that's what, for me personally at least, it would solve all the windshield wiper issues. Then I can control the windshield wipers without using my voice and without looking away from the road. That's it for today's episode. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.